Hey guys, welcome back. This is Johnny Megs, John Megacycle if you were, and I'm bringing you another episode of the series I like to call Tactics. I'm bringing you again Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath. This is probably going to be the last movie for this game, or the last video for this game. I'm trying to go through all of the tactics and ways to really strategize with these games. So the last one here we're going to be concentrating on a more balanced approach. Kind of gone through. Yeah, let's get that guy cranked up there. A little hard AI. Fantastic. Let's find a good map here. This one's probably good. I'm going to be working with a balanced approach to combat today. In the other videos, we've aimed and emphasized on rush tactics. Get in there, beat the guy up. Or it's been more turtle-based tactics where we hang back and we take our sweet time. We're going to try to keep a bit of a working relationship between the two of those. So we're just going to go ahead and get started, and I'll tell you how we're going to do this. Since we are going to play more of a balanced approach, we're going to try to expand our base a little bit quicker than the turtle might. We are going to attack, but we're not going to try to end the opponent that quickly. Let's just go ahead and we're going to build what's called a surveyor. That's going to allow us to expand our base a bit here. So yeah, as I was saying, we want to keep a good mix. So I'm going to go ahead and start here building up the base, the basic structures, the refinery, power plant, some military producing units, and then we're going to go ahead and expand. We're going to go up here. I believe I played this map before. Yeah, good resources up there. So we're just going to go ahead and expand. Instead of expanding by the resources, right by the Tiberium, we're going to expand right where the choke point is. And I'll show you exactly what I mean in just a second here. We'll get another power plant up, then I'm going to build my war factory, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Construction complete. Excellent. So, from a tactics perspective, this is the only real land piece they can come through is this bridge here. So instead of building far off to the left where we're more exposed, we're going to put a choke point right here. That's going to maximize the effectiveness of this sub-base we're building, and it's going to save us a lot of time in the long run because we'll need less defensive structures. And actually, we're just going to plunk one down right there. And in the same token, now that we've expanded a bit, get some harvesters going. Fantastic. Let's make sure that you're on point. And this has popped up, so what we're going to do is we're going to just seal this off a little bit here. Just working on a little mix of defense, little mix of that economy expansion. And as this is going, we're going to crank out a couple of units here. Yep, go ahead and reinforce the base here. Perfect. Now we've got a great idea of where the enemy's coming. And we could have done the same thing on the other side here to kind of seal them off. But again, we're not attacking right away. That's not the point of this tactic. We're just going to keep rolling with it. But now we've seized a good chunk of the map without even really being there, which is a good start. So I'm going to go ahead and get some units going on. Enemy units sighted. And already we've got some contention, and we're going to go ahead and what we're going to do is we've got a bunch of structures around here, so we're actually going to use those to our advantage. Until they get run over by tanks. Okay, we're actually looking alright. Not fantastic, but we're looking alright. Our base is under attack. Construction complete. Repairing. There we go. Now, dollar for dollar, they've certainly spent a good chunk of change on vehicles. So what we're going to do is we're going to step up our game and get at least a bit of a militia going on, a couple of APCs, that sort of a thing going on. And in the same token, we should probably get a refinery going on up here. Really start to expand our control.
Pay attention. Yes, sir.
And of course, money, 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 money. Well, I really enjoy GDI's APCs considering they have good armor, fair armor. They can lay down mines, and on top of that, they hold an infantry inside of them. So with the gunner port on the outside and a couple of missile infantry, you certainly get a good effective unit that can really handle quite a few issues, anti-air, anti-tank. You really got a good functioning unit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go check out and see what's what over here. We really just want to see what the enemy's doing. And as I mentioned, machine gun turret on top really keeps the APC as a fully functioning multi-purpose unit. You're gonna run away. Oh, didn't quite make him. Okay, so let's take a look at what else we got here.
Enemy base sighted.
Ready when you are. We have contact, sir. Fire!
I'm pretty sure we can take that tank.
Hit him! Hit him! We have contact, sir.
Yeah, even though it's getting repaired, we've got quite a few missile launchers here, so we've got a good advantage, I think. And that takes care of him. Oh, I guess we took care of that bike as well.
Right there. Personnel carrier. APC standing by.
Okay, we're going to pull you guys back. We're going to need a few more things to really get this going on.
Careful.
So let's start to even out our harvesters a little bit, since there's a farther distance to move there. We're going to emphasize a few more APCs. Bring you guys back.
Missile squad ready for combat. APC ready for combat.
Get you guys nice and repaired.
Ready when you are. Missile squad ready for combat.
And as with the turtle, we're trying to pan out our base a little bit with base defenses, but that's not the focus of the strategy, so this works out pretty nice. However, if they do bust through here, we are going to make it very difficult for them to come through, garrisoning these structures. And we have enough for a radar post, so we're going to go ahead and work on that. What do we need for a rig? A command post, okay. A rig is pretty nice because it kind of deploys into its own little mini base. It repairs vehicles, and it has 2 Guardian turrets on top of it, which is nice. So we're going to take this opportunity to tech up a little bit. And we're going to produce a rig.
Personnel carrier. APC standing by.
And what do we got? Same spot? Okay. They'll probably be able to break through this, but they're certainly not going to get very far. Yeah, look at that. Couple repairs, no problem.
Missile squad ready for combat. APC standing by. Missile squad ready for that battle base.
Battle base indeed.
Missile squad ready for combat.
Should come right about there and see if you can hunker down.
Missile squad ready for combat. Coming in clear, Commander. Pay attention.
Now, we've got a good expansion, which is great. We've got resources literally flying in, which is excellent. Silos needed, which is a very good start. On top of all that, we've got a fair amount of defense. And actually, what we ought to do is we ought to... Oh, pull him back, pull him back. Might lose an APC there. Oh, come on. Don't be a hero. Oh, you had to be a hero. Okay.
We got it all right here. Where we setting this up?
Go ahead and try to deploy. We're going to get some repairs going on, and we're just going to let all the defensive structures do all the work. No point in engaging right here. We got nothing to prove on the battlefield right there, so we're just going to let that happen. And we're going to complement our APCs with some infantry. And let's see here. A few infantry upgrades, absolutely.
APC, what's the plan? Ready when you are. APC standing by.
Vehicles repaired, excellent. Let's see what they've got. They don't have much. They don't have any defensive structures. I don't see a whole lot of opposition here, so this might be a good way to push. Or at least a good time to push. Goodness. We're going to call in some reinforcements here. Now that we've got a good start inside the base, we're going to maintain pressure, or at least we're going to try to. I'll admit, bringing those infantry in was probably a bad choice now that they got all these flamethrower infantry, but that's okay. We're going to bounce back to HQ,
New construction
We're going to
options.
continuously attempt to tech up. We're going to continuously try to keep evolving our base. Now that we've got the credits, so that way if we do need to become more offensive, we can enjoy those higher tech units like these mammoth tanks here.
Operations underway.
All these flamethrower infantry are just killing us. They don't do much damage considering we've got the APCs, which is good, but we tried to supplement our command force with some infantry, and that's not helping out too well. So let's take out that barracks.
Complete. Our base is under attack.
Oh, look at that. Thank goodness we bought these tanks in advance, because now we're fully prepared for this attack. Yep, we'll lose a structure or two, but NOD tanks will not stand up against GDI tanks. It's just something that you learn playing the game often enough. And look at that. Plenty of defense. We got enough of a push at their primary base now that they went to swing south and attack.
We have contact, sir.
And we're just going to get a good amount of cleanup here. Once we take out this power plant, we'll take out the construction yard.
Let's make this quick. Take him out.
Insufficient funds.
Now that we've got enough hard armor down here, we're going to move forward to the east and really start to limit their amount of growth here. We'll just take that last mammoth tank. Now the real difference between this and other tactics is we had a good amount of structure defense. We didn't emphasize it. We also didn't emphasize on attacking immediately. We gave plenty of time for us to get set up and started, and we weren't spread too thin, which is good. So we're going to go ahead and just clean up this base here. Set up some command points for them to go ahead, some waypoints. Oh. Looks like we've got some occupied civilian structures here. We're going to swing a little wide, I think.
We have contact,
Yeah,
sir.
why don't you get that guy?
Right there. Target confirmed.
Unit promoted.
For all strategy games, I feel it's important that you're using the resources at your disposal, that you're spending the resources. Nothing does you any good if the money's simply sitting in a bank. So going ahead and calling in reinforcements in this game or using command abilities over here costs money. So whenever you need some reinforcements in a pinch, you can always summon some troops for money. But the idea is to have enough armor and enough army on the battlefield, giving up that pressure.
We have contact, sir.
Having a good economy is one thing, but having enough units to defend your base and push on some pressure is very important as well.
Our base is under attack.
Base is under attack.
Repairing.
Oh, I didn't actually see what made it through, so I'm not too worried.
Ready when you are. Right away. In transit.
Unit
APC
lost.
standing by.
And this whole time while we've been on the attack and they've been trying to get their lives back together, we've been having more than enough time to harvest more resources and really keep on that pressure.
Unit under attack. Select target.
Let's see how this will help. A little shockwave artillery action.
Our base is under attack.
Not too bad.
Ready when you are. Operations underway.
What's this one here? Orbital strike? Goodness. Speaking of having money,
Right there.
in Command & Conquer 3, as long as all the buildings are destroyed, that counts as victory. So we're actually just going to concentrate on the structures.
We have contact, sir.
Enemy defeated.
And there we go.
You
No
are
problem.
victorious.
This might have gone pretty quick, but I think you see what I was trying to go for here. Some earlier expansion is fine for a balanced unit, as opposed to the other types that'll either expand far later or not even expand at all and try to get that quick kill. So let's just take a quick rundown of what we've got here. We stayed pretty much on key with units. You can see all the dips where they've attacked and their attacks failed, or they might have taken out a unit or two. And then you see we're steadily ramping up, and then you can see easily where we started to attack, or they attacked. They took out a few of our units right here, right around maybe the 9-minute mark. So we held fast and we just gave them the pushback. Structures, yep, this is usual for a balanced player. A turtle would have had way more buildings, whereas if you've seen the other movies on the Rusher or the Steamroller, it flatlines, because you're just trying to churn out those units quick. Resources looks pretty level. The AI also expanded as we did, but we had defensive structures. We had a little more early on that. So we spent more money up front to get our economy rolling, which is why our line was lower. But we would have soared right above if we would have kept with that trend. So let's check out some stats quick. Not even a 13-minute match. Solid income rate per minute. Excellent units killed over units lost, which is good. Solid overall. Acquired more resources. Not crazy much more, but still good enough to keep us in the win. So, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tactics series with this game, Command & Conquer 3: Kane's Wrath. Hope to see you next time. We'll pick up a different one, and I'll see you there. Later.